Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, to another day in the life video. I'm so happy you're here to join me, and I hope you enjoy this video, that you find inspiration and encouragement as I share all the things I did today. So it is Saturday and it's cold, a little rainy, and so we're indoors for the day. So I spent quite a bit of time in my kitchen today, and it was wonderful. I had the motivation I needed to get a lot done. So I also did a lot of laundry, as well as cleaned pretty much the entire house, with the exception of mopping. And when I say clean the entire house, I mean surface cleaning, you guys, not deep cleaning. So bathrooms, surfaces, vacuuming, didn't mop, and, just basic windows here and there, not every window in the house, just the ones that matter, just the surface cleaning, the weekly stuff. So I did all that. I got some sauerkraut started, and I also got some yogurt started, and I had to wait for the milk to heat up and for the cabbage to start to sweat. So I made myself a cup of tea while I stood around in the kitchen waiting for that. There are many ways to make sauerkraut. There are many ways to make yogurt. The methods I'm doing here are the methods that, for the meantime, work for me and that I prefer, but I've tried others and I've switched it up. For now, this is how I do it. I chop up the cabbage, I add the salt, and I just let it sit there. I don't massage it for 15 minutes straight. If you just let it sit there in about 45 minutes with occasional stirring as in between, it will be ready to pack into the jars. As far as yogurt goes, I have an Instapot now, but I have yet to attempt to make it in the Instapot. I will try it at some point. I've done the cooler method. I've done the crock pot method. Lately, I just heat the milk up in a pot to 180 degrees. I let it cool to 110 degrees. I transfer the pot into a large bowl and stir in the active yogurt. And sometimes I use my own, sometimes I use store-bought. I didn't have my own to put in there today, so I use some store-bought organic plain yogurt, and then I incubate the whole pot, and the next day it's ready. It works great. As far as fermenting anything, but including sauerkraut, you don't need the special fermenting kit, but I highly recommend it. I just think it is easier. These lids naturally release the gases that build up when the veggies are fermenting, and so it just gives me a little more peace of mind, and it's a one-time investment once you have it. I'll post the link to the fermenting kit in the description box. Check it out. It comes with all the supplies that you need, including a recipe book, which I've tried many recipes from and have really enjoyed them. I also realized that my congestion tincture was ready to strain and jar. So I just strained all the herbs out, and I'm bottling my congestion tincture, which is a blend of several herbs that are good for the respiratory system and for congestion, runny nose, cough, and I steep them in vodka, 80 to 100 proof vodka for 6 weeks, then strain and bottle, and they have a 10-year shelf life. So I've got quite a few. I made several last year. I make echinacea probably the most often because that's an antibiotic. We use it the most frequently. Every time we feel a sore throat coming on, we just start our echinacea and it knocks it out every time. It's really incredible how powerful herbs can be. So if you're interested in making your own medicine for your family, this is an easy way to start, is just getting some dried organic echinacea root, steeping it in vodka for 6 weeks, straining it, and putting it in some amber bottles. So my yogurt has been cooling for a while now. It's time to add the yogurt in, and I'm incubating it in this large bowl, as I described. I also fed my sourdough starter a little while ago in the video. I am hoping to experiment making some Cuban bread, sourdough Cuban bread. Cuban bread calls for lard, and as you guys know, my boys recently helped slaughter and butcher a pig, so I've got quite a bit of lard. I'm really excited to use it, and the first thing that I wanted to try was the chicken fingers, which I shared last time with you, but the second thing I was hoping to try is homemade Cuban bread. So that's next on my list. However, I've never made it sourdough before, so I will have to experiment, and I'm sure no one's going to mind that. So this yogurt will be ready tomorrow around this time. You could leave it for 48 hours. I prefer 24 hours, and my plan is to jar half of it and use the other half to make some yogurt cheese, which I've shared in previous videos with you guys. So between all the kitchen time and the cleaning before I got to doing the floors, I took a break. There was a new Dude Perfect video out, and so we sat down to watch it. I enjoyed some more tea and checked out some of our other channels that we watched together on YouTube. I'm super excited. I'm almost done getting my house ready with the vision I had for it for spring. I've put up some spring decor already, but I've had these curtains in my closet for about a month and a half, and I was waiting to see what I thought of them, and to my surprise, I love them. I ironed them, and I was just going to put them up to see what I thought, but I liked them so much, I just went ahead and ironed all 6 panels and put them in my living room and my dining room, with my curtains up and my Etsy prints in their new golden frames. I feel like my house is exactly how I wanted it to look for spring. The one thing missing is a wreath on the door. It's time to get a new spring summer wreath. I've had the same one for about 10 years, but this year I will be getting a new one, and I'm just waiting for it to arrive in the mail. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check the description box for any links that you are interested in checking out. God bless you all. See you next time.